A few days ago, a friend challenged me to build a deck around Jerry Beansman using some Match Reactor cards. What you can see behind me is a one-card combo I figured out where you end on Jerry Beansman, a Cactus Bouncer, which prevents your opponent from special summoning, as well as an attack push for both of them, and they cannot be destroyed by card effects. And in addition to that, you got an Omni Negate as well. The combo is really fun, and I'm gonna explain it at the end of the video, but first let's jump right into the deck profile. And here's the deck list. The first 18 cards are your starters. If you open the Radiant Typhoon engine, you need 2 discards, and if you open the Terratop, you need 3 additional discards. But why do we need discards? We need a discard for Match Reactor Exaraptor, we need a discard for Aroma Plant, and we need a discard for Kapsi Yummy Way later on in the combo. We are playing 3 copies of Sven, this can be searched with Fire Formation Tenki, 3 copies of Eldam, this can be searched with our 3 copies of Shield Bearer, and 3 copies of Chant, this can search both our Sven or our Eldam. And for our last combo starter, we are playing 3 copies of Terratop. For the extenders, we are playing 2 Psychic Tracker as well as 3 Psychic Wielder. These are level 3 Earth monsters that we can special summon from the hand. This is really important because one of our Xyz monsters needs a level 3 Earth monster as material. So if we open any of these 2 extenders, we can technically skip part of the combo. Then we are playing 2 copies of Zapped Wing. This can special summon itself if we control a Match Reactor monster. And on summon, this can search any Match Reactor card. This can search a copy of Exaraptor, and that Exaraptor can search the most important card of the deck, the card that the whole challenge revolves around, Jerry Beansman. Technically, we can also search this with the Aroma engine, but we use the Exaraptor to search our Jerry Beansman. It's really fun that this is part of the Endboard as well, so I just really love this list. We are playing a copy of Dark Charger, this can get us into the Goblin Biker engine, 1 Lacrima because we are doing some Fiendsmith shenanigans, 1 copy of Targetomborg. This is not even a brick if you open it, because this can special summon itself if you control a wind monster, so yeah, it's not even that bad to open this if you don't open the Terratop. Then we are playing 3 Yummy monsters. We are playing a Cookie, a Kapsi, as well as a Lollipo. These are there because we use the Yummy engine to bridge into the Fiendsmith engine, but you will see more about that later in the combo. Then 1 Glow Up Bulb. It's really nice that this card is off the ban list because it's easy with this card to access the Aroma engine. 1 copy of Laurel, if this is sent to the graveyard we can gain life points. 1 copy of Angelica, this can also gain life points and it can special summon itself. And 1 copy of Cactus Bouncer. Then 1 Aroma Blend, this can place a Winds card on our side of the field and it can fusion summon, so it's a really good card. 1 copy of Goblin Biker Grand Breakout, this can special summon a Goblin Biker monster from the deck. And 1 copy of Blessed Winds, this can gain us life points and it's decent in the grind game as well. The deck only really has 2 garnets, the Clatter Splutter and the Goblin Biker's Gun Wild, because the Grand Breakout only special summons a Goblin Biker monster from the deck, so if you open either one of these, the combo really doesn't work. Engraver is pretty bad to open as well, but you can just discard it. For the cards in the extra deck, we are playing a copy of Magnolia. This can protect your guys from card effects and it boosts your plant monsters. A copy of Duke of the Mice because we need 2 normal summons as we don't really have a good way to special summon the Jerry Beansman and we can't special summon the Cactus Bouncer. 1 copy of Armadis because this is a light fiend monster and we can bridge into Fiendsmith with this. 1 copy of Kapsi Yummy Way because this can be a really accessible tuner monster and it gets us buddies to our side of the field. 1 copy of Last because this is an Omni Negate. 1 copy of Goblin Biker Big Gabonga. This is really good and really important because this clears our extra monster zone and it gets us into the whole Goblin Biker engine. 1 Exargard, this can special summon a Match Reactor monster from the deck. 1 copy of Melia of the Trees. This sends a plant monster from our deck to the graveyard, so it sends Glow Up Bulb to the grave. 1 copy of Rosemary, this technically even is removal and it searches your Aroma cards. 1 Jasmine, this is protection and it's a not once per turn search. 1 Sequence to fusion summon, because we don't even have the space in the extra deck for a Proxy F Magician. 1 Reproducus, because every single Disgusting deck has to play a copy of Reproducus and we need to change the attribute of a monster during the combo. 1 copy of Cross Sheep, just for the free special summon from the graveyard. 1 Requiem to access the Fiendsmith line. and 1 Dryas. We only need this to link off the Laurel to trigger the Laurel to gain life points. Yeah, it's a really funny list. It's a really funny deck. It's obviously a table 500 deck, so you will not be able to go to a YCS and go like XO with this list, but it's really fun to play a deck that's completely centered around Jerry Beansman. But enough talking, let's jump right into the combo. Here's the combo. I'm showing off the combo if you open Terra Top and 3 discards. The Radiant Typhoon combo is a little bit easier because we only need 2 discards, as mentioned before. We start off by using Terra Top and we add Tarketon Borg, and we special summon Tarketon Borg. If you use the Radiant Typhoon engine, then you will have the Sven and the Eldam on your side of the field and 1 card in hand, because you twice search a card and you need 1 discard less because of that. But the rest of the combo is exactly the same. We then go into a copy of Exargard. Exargard special summons a copy of Zaptwing. Zaptwing adds a copy of Exaraptor from our deck to the hand. Exaraptor does the first discard, special summons himself, and adds Jerry Beansman. We then overlay both of these, go into a copy of Gabonga, add Duck Charger from our deck to the hand, special summon Duck Charger, and note the zones, please. The zones kinda matter later on. We use the Duck Charger and add a copy of Grand Breakout from our deck to the hand. Use Grand Breakout, special summon Gun Wild from our deck. Gun Wild then special summons from our deck a copy of Clatter Splatter, and Clatter Splatter special summons back the Duck Charger. We right now have 1 level 3 Earth monster on our side of the field, but we need 2 level 3 Earth monsters. That's why we go into a copy of Reproducus, and you need to have the Clatter Splatter below the Reproducus. This is really important, otherwise you will not be able to do the combo. Then Reproducus effect, you declare Earth, make this become an Earth monster, and then you exceed these off into a copy of Melia of the Trees. Melia effect, you send Glower Bulb to the graveyard. This will then trigger the big Gabonga, and you can use 1 monster on the field and attach it to this card as material. You get rid of the Reproducus because you need to use the Glower Bulb and the Melia for a copy of Jasmine in the extra monster zone. Jasmine can tribute a monster she points to special summon a plant monster from the deck. So we need to place her in the extra monster zone, otherwise she just wouldn't work. We now use Jasmine's effect, special summon a Laurel from the deck, and then we want to trigger the Laurel, so we link it off into a copy of Dryas. Trigger the Laurel, this will then trigger our Jasmine, and Jasmine will search a copy of Angelica from our deck to the hand. Then we link both of these off, go into a copy of Rosemary, use Rosemary to add Blend, and we see that we already have Blend in hand and 2 cards we could discard. We use the Angelica, not yet, but we rather use the Aroma Blend, place Blessed Winds on our side of the field, use Blessed Winds, pay 1000 life points to special summon back the Jasmine. Beware to keep the Laurel in graveyard, because you need the Laurel in graveyard to copy with the Angelica. So you cannot use the Aroma Blend effect yet to fusion summon, because you would get rid of the Laurel otherwise, and you need to use Angelica to target the Laurel in the graveyard to gain 800 life points. This will then trigger your Jasmine for another search of a plant monster. Now you can search the Cactus Bouncer, and note that we still haven't normal summoned yet. So you could technically just normal summon the Cactus Bouncer here, and you would have a Cactus Bouncer that like cannot be destroyed. Pretty much, like it's decent, but we want even more. We link both of these off into a copy of Cross Sheep, then do Aroma Blend in the graveyard effect, and we want to fusion summon into a copy of Magnolia. Then we use the Cross Sheep to special summon back a level 1 monster from our graveyard. Use the Angelica to special summon from our graveyard as well. This means that we got a tuner and a non-tuner level 1 monster on our side of the field. And you know what that means. We go into a copy of Kapsi Yummy Way Kapsi effect. This adds 2 Yummy cards from our deck to the hand. The only important part is that you search for a Kapsi Yummy here, and then we discard a card that we have in hand. We special summon the Kapsi, search the last Yummy name, special summon both of the other Yummy names from our hand, and then we go into a copy of Armades, Keeper of Boundaries. Note that some parts of the combo could be a little bit easier, but we just don't have the space in the extra deck. We are using every single card in the extra deck. We
go into the Armadas, link it off into a Requiem, Requiem into Lacrima, Lacrima, send the Engraver, go into a copy of Sequence. Note that we haven't used the Engraver effect. We go Sequence effect, go into a copy of the Duke of Demise. We can now use the Duke of Demise to gain an additional normal summon the Jerry Bean Soldier. Then we use Engraver, shuffle one back, special summon himself. We got 2 level 6s on our side of the field, which means we can Xyz into a copy of Evolzar Lars. Now we have an Omni Negate as well as protection for our plant monsters from card effects, but we want even more. We are going to normal summon the Cactus Bouncer and then pass our turn, and in our opponent's draw or standby phase we can use Blessed Winds, shuffle a plant monster from our graveyard back into the deck, and we can gain 500 life points. This means that we can trigger our Magnolia. Magnolia will boost our plant monsters by 500 attack points, which means we have a 2250 attack points Jerry Beansman. Huge, absolutely huge, the Jerry Beansman. And we have a Cactus Bouncer, which is on 2300 attack. So your opponent has to normal summon something with more than 2300 attack to get rid of the Cactus Bouncer. We have the Magnolia that protects every single plant monster from being destroyed by card effects. We have Cactus Bouncer, which says neither player can special summon monsters. We have Lars for an additional Omni Negate, and we have Blessed Winds, which can, on the next turn, like, give us even more life points. And then we have even bigger beat sticks on our side of the field. And it's just really, really, really good. We can also use Blessed Winds, if we don't want to be under the Cactus Bouncer lock anymore, to send away the Cactus Bouncer from our side of the field. It's just super, super fun what this can do. And our opponent can't really do anything. So this is just a little combo that shows off what you can do with rank 3 good stuff or level 3 good stuff with Radiant Typhoon or with Matriarch or with like Terra Top. It's really, really fun. I hope you like this deck. I hope you like this combo. Feel free to like go back and watch the combo again, because it's really, really convoluted, and sometimes you just have to watch the combo a second time. I mentioned earlier that we are going to use every single card in the extra deck, and I was not lying. These cards were just shuffled back with the Engraver and with the Fusion, so we just used these and then shuffled them back. It's incredible what this deck can end on, and yeah, I hope you like this deck. If you like this deck, then maybe leave a like down below, or maybe leave a sub. We are on our road to 1000 subscriptions, so every single sub helps. I hope you have a nice day. If you have any suggestions for another video or another janky video, write them down in the comments below as well, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, see ya.